Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Brotherhood Nation Entertainment YouTube channel. I have some other videos that I recorded over the last couple of days that have yet to be uploaded. And just to let you know, one of the top things on my mind right now is that some of my friends that I've looked at with their channels, I guess they're just better at YouTube than me, honestly, because my views, as I've said before on other videos that I yet to post, my views are very up and down. Like some views on the channel, you'll see that have hundreds, over 50 or 50 or 40. And some of my views, some of my videos barely crack over 10 sometimes. But I definitely know that some people are definitely watching and listening. Because today, as I spent today, um, I was like mentoring some kids. As I spent today mentoring some friends. They definitely hit me up and was like, yeah, Nate, I listen to this. That's relaxing to me, etc. etc. It helps me, whatever else, stuff like that. Again, it's a blessing. It's a God's gift blessing. Like I said, I mean, because even to this morning, I went through my iPad searching for songs to delete so I can go ahead and make more space, free up space to put out more stuff. And I was close to deleting like 7 songs, and I'm like, no, I can salvage this for something. I don't know what, but I can salvage it for something. So yeah, some of my friends are just better at YouTube than me. I don't understand how, because I market myself on practically every platform that I can. I marketed myself to over at the time over 1,000 followers on Twitter. I've marketed my music and all my videos. I've marketed myself on Instagram with over 200 followers. I market myself on Snapchat because I've messaged a lot of my links to people over the last 2 3 years. I've marketed myself on or pretty well on that, definitely Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and some people are still better at YouTube than me, or at least my friends. I'm saying it's kind of amazing because I'm thinking to myself, how I especially with clickbait, with when it comes to like the topic of making sure you title certain things so they can automatically pop in someone's eyes. Well, yeah, pop to someone's eyes. The words like, oh, you got that title, oh man, that might be interesting. Trust me, I've tried to be a master of clickbait, and it's not to say clickbait where it's like I'm just putting a title just so you can watch it. No, I got authentic material, but at the same time, I'm going to be the guy for Better Enforced. I'm still putting out the music, still putting out the videos, so it's evident that I'm still committed to something, regardless of how up and down my views are. And again, I'm glory be to God. I'm blessed every day. So I just want to let y'all know that again, for Better Enforced, again, more coming soon in 2019. As I was mentoring the kids today, letting them know, 2019, I do believe, is coming a revolution of so much of God's, I want to say, God's proportion, so much of God's love, mercy, grace, wisdom, gratitude, judgment is coming on the earth on 2019. If you ask me, it's been coming. But I definitely got some words for a lot of people, positive and very judgmental, because I rest assure you, I'm a very positive person, but I'm not just so positive where I never pass out judgment. That's not who I am, especially when some of this stuff is just beating me over the head, or beating my conscience. It's like, come on, you gotta say something, Nate, and etc. But I love you all once again. I continue to make music for the children. Some of my valuable kids, they definitely, have been listening to it, and I feel like right now I'm at the somewhat of the peak of my Valley Ridge Academy fame, knowing that I shout them out often on Snapchat and such like that. To everybody who goes to a St. Johns County school, particularly to one of our K through 8s, to let y'all know, well, not just K through 8s, but particularly K through 8s, like a Valley Ridge, a Palm Valley, and and Freedom Crossing. Even though one of my somebody hit me up actually a few weeks ago, saying, "Hey, I go to FCA, Freedom Crossing Academy." Like, oh, it's lit, it's great. God bless that viewer. Just to let you know, one of the top things I got to say is that to all of our schools, I went on a rant earlier in September or October about this because it's very important. The players, and I mean the players like the golf players, they donated 2 character counts. And I read when they were down here last year, I think it was last year, or it was either last year or some. Yeah, it was last year, but I don't know whether it was like what time of year it was. Yeah, I don't know what time of year it was, but they donated. They donated to character counts, and to know that a lot of our schools are not fully, you know, I want to say teaching and or enforcing character counts the way I feel like they should. I'm not saying you're like beating kids over the head with character counts because you're not doing that, but you're teaching them in a very loving, caring, comfortable, hospitable environment. I believe that's the right word. Forgive me if it's not. But because it's just the fact of being character counts is not hard to live up to. I literally gave my friends, the kids that I was mentoring today, I gave them an easy example of character counts. Like we were, like you literally, like you go, like say you're going to the store, you pay for something, and you easily say like thank you, have a good day, handshake, or say have a good day, God bless, or whatever else, or you leave a tip or whatever else. Like if you were to ask me, it's 2 plus 2 to live up to the character counts. It's not rocket science. It's very 2 plus 2. And I can rest assured you, for all the youth out there, regardless of what school you go to, anywhere in this country, again, know my name, Nathaniel Joshua, NJ to the City Williams, and I'm telling you, 2019 is a revolution of God's love. It's a revolution of God's mercy, grace, and pure judgment on this culture and on this world and on this planet. I'm telling you this, to all middle schoolers and high schoolers out there, particularly middle schools, it's a shame and a disgrace to know as many of you are on vapors and etc. as you are. I am absolutely disgusted, and I won't say profounded, but definitely disgusted to even know and hear it. I'm disgusted with it. I'm disgusted, and God bless all parents, but I'm disgusted with the parents who allowed you to even be on that stuff at this early of an age. I can understand when you turn 18, you've done your research, and then you decide to get into it. Still don't support it, but I understand you getting into it then. But the problem is, you should not be getting into that when you're 12, 13, 14, 15. You should not be getting into none of that stuff. None of that stuff. And I've told you plenty of times on my Snapchat, the best high you can ever get is on Jesus. The best high, quote me on that, high on Jesus. The best high you can ever get is on Jesus Christ. It's the best high. And I understand not everybody's very spiritual, but I can rest assure you that that's one of the top things with the youth that I'm definitely working to do in 2019 is get everybody is the most spiritual that we can possibly get them. Obviously it's a process, but try to work with that process to get you more spiritual than what you already are. Because the blessings, when you start channeling, when you start following the ways of the Father, I say channeling the ways of the Father a lot. I say the word channeling a lot with this stuff, but another word to say, when you start following the ways of the Father, I'm telling you, I'm a living, walking embodiment of it. When you start, following the ways of the Father with spreading love to everybody, spreading love to all people, spreading God's love to all people, through hospitality, through manners, through morals, respect, etc. When you start, when you start following the ways of the Father with that stuff, with love thy neighbor as thyself, which is literally what it says in the Bible, and it's literally a commandment. If when you start loving thy neighbor as thyself, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you will see the blessings manifest in your life like nothing you've ever seen before. It will give you proof that God exists. That's one of the top things that I don't know how much is literally promoted in our culture, but when you start loving thy neighbor as thyself, I'm telling you the blessings of who God is. Like you'll see the blessings of who God is manifest in your life. God will open doors for you, and you have to realize that. You have to realize that, and I really hope everybody realizes that over time in 2019. There's a lot of negative wickedness in this culture and on this planet, but there's also a lot of God's love, His mercy, His grace, His will on this earth as well. And again, one of the top reasons why a lot of the wickedness exists because again, God has given us again free will to choose. To choose and other stuff like that. He's not gonna beg for you. He's not gonna beg you to love him. You have to accept him and walk the line. You have to go in your process, start your process with him. And I think in 2019 is the year a lot of people need to do that. I think that particularly with all the crime that's going on in Jacksonville, and even you could even say St. Augustine, Montreal, I'm telling you right now, it's evident that a lot of people have been giving up on God, giving up on religion, giving up on faith, giving up on church, giving up on community, giving up on pretty much any vice that's out there to help truly save them today. There's plenty of vices set up to save you today. And like I told the kids I was mentoring today, I'm telling you, I don't think I told them this particularly, but you have various vices. I put this on my Snapchat, which I took a picture of it, and I'm going to have it as a song cover eventually. You have too many vices out there to help you throughout your daily life. Too many vices out there to help you. You have church, books, TV, Internet. For God's sakes, internet. You have internet. That was not my my middle finger though. That I just stuck in the camera. It wasn't my middle finger. It was, this that finger. But because I was counting on my finger, church, religion, all this. I was keep counting, and that was the finger of internet landed on. But you have internet, ladies and gentlemen. The point I'm trying to make there, you have internet. You have internet that has sermons, Bible, church, has, if you're not even if you're not religious, you have motivation all around you. You have motivational speeches, TED Talks. You have so much stuff, ladies and gentlemen, and it just makes me vastly ashamed at our culture that people have chosen to continuously go down the rabbit hole of sin. It is not to say that that we're not all sinners, but it is to say that you can take steps to sin less. You can take steps to sin less. And I really do believe one of the top problems we have as culture is that a lot of people, they either don't care, they don't believe in right from wrong, they believe that whatever they do is right, or a lot of things. We live in a fallen world, ladies and gentlemen. Fallen world, fallen culture, fallen society. The top things I literally just expressed to the kids today was Trends for Jesus. Trends for Jesus is something that I'm definitely going to make some shirts for as well. Hashtag Trends for Jesus. I'm telling you this right now. Just because, especially for the youth, just because it's popular and trendy does not mean it's something you should follow. Vapes is one of those top things I can tell you. Just because it's popular and trendy does not mean you should be following it. You're young, 12, 13, 14. What in God's name are you doing? 15. The ages go on and on. But what are you doing at those young middle school, late elementary, early high school ages? What are you doing vapes? What are you doing? Vapes, smoking weed, drinking alcohol. What are you doing? That's why I say I love parents. God bless all parents. I'll talk to any of them. Pretty much anytime, anywhere. God honest. To tell you my honest opinion. I mean, I want to meet parents. I really do want to meet parents and have these conversations with them about their child's further growth and development and where their child's been and etc. When it comes to like, okay, how does this fit in here? How does that do this? I really do want to help a lot of parents raise their children. And yes, you said, or you heard me say, I want to help a lot of parents raise their children. Ladies and gentlemen, if a lot of parents were truly doing their jobs raising their children, you would not have a lot of the garbage statistics that you have out there, when it comes to how the youth are doing with a lot of things. How a lot of youth cope with anxiety and a lot of, youth cope with depression and etc. Probably not anxiety, but I'm definitely going to say depression and even our suicide rate. I know those all three really are very touchy subjects, and to all my friends that do have anxiety, I have songs coming for you to help aid in the relief of it. I love you all, and I wish you all the absolute God honest and real best. But I'm telling you right now, especially with things like I know of what's it called, of depression and stuff of depression and suicide, particularly those two, I'm telling you, I know we can help in that stuff. And it's not to say that you have to always stay positive, but it is because you need some negativity to grow. You need some. You need some negative to grow. But you don't need so much of it where it corrupts you. And I think so many people have let negativity as a whole corrupt them, which is why they now want to think, oh, it's just all positive, all positive, all positive. No, you can shovel too much of that positivity, and too much of that positivity can leak and, again, take over you, and corrupt you just like the negativity can. And it can make you, at least in my best opinion, it can make you blind to the negativity that you need to fix. Because a lot of people, that's really what they have been. And they are so brainwashed on just all positive, all positive. They're so brainwashed on just positivity itself to where they think, let me just shell out any negativity. Let me just pretend as if negativity don't even exist. Let me not try to help anybody. Let me just stay in my own bubble, my own lane. I rest assure you that has its good, has its bad, and for real, like, no. I told the kids today, don't live in your bubble. Don't live in a bubble that makes you very unaware of the outside world around you. That's what the devil wants you to do. The devil wants you to live in your own bubble, pretending that everything's just all good just because, you're not personally surrounded with negativity. And I told them, the kids, literally, I told them today, just because you're not hurting don't mean your next door neighbor ain't hurting. Don't mean someone across town ain't hurting. It's happening right in your backyard. Do something about it today to help people towards a better tomorrow. I'm going to film more videos. God bless you all. Your boy, the man, NJ to the City, a.k.a. Pastor Nate. Peace. I love you all. Making more music for you and vlogs every day. God bless.